Hi guys, welcome back to Irene Tarot Art. I'm Ren, a full-time Hungarian artist living with Crohn's disease here in Australia. I hope you're doing well. I've been doing a lot of pottering around the house, staying out of the cold as much as possible. It's been absolutely freezing, and I've just completed this. Is my latest painting which I completed, which I called Down the Stream. It's 100 by 100 canvas that I worked on in 5 layers in oils, as you will see throughout the video. Cold and flu season is definitely upon us. So many people have been sick with the flu. We came down with the flu. I'm still a little bit sick at the moment actually. And a lot of people have been getting COVID in our state of Victoria, which thankfully we've been able to avoid for now, even though we've just been down with colds and flus. I've still been struggling with a lot of breakouts due to the Rinvoq, which I have for my Crohn's disease. And I've been trying to eat really healthy, having things like healthy Manuka honey breakfasts and lots of vitamins and minerals and supplements to keep my bloods in good levels as much as I possibly can. Haven't been having a lot of catch-ups with friends due to everybody being sick. Basically everyone we know has been sick as of late. But the cats are always here to keep me company, with Jazz off to school and work every day and Jay being at work all week, so they're always here to keep me company. Things that I've filmed a little bit of, which I include in this week's video, are my mum's 70th birthday, which we recently celebrated. We headed out to dinner together, had a drinks night at her place, which was absolutely lovely. I also went along to some thrift stores to pick up some more books because I've been doing a lot more reading, being sick and rugging up at home obviously, and staying out of the cold as much as possible. I also had to repot my little llama plant, and I moved some plants around and potted in the back garden and took care of all my plant babies inside. And I also include a really simple Thai red curry fish recipe, which took about 20 minutes to throw together. It's super simple and absolutely delicious, so you'll see that later on in the video. But to begin with, I decided that this canvas, which I had just hanging in the studio, wasn't good enough to sell, so I thought I'd black it out. And I worked from an inspiration, just a sketch that I drew in my sketchbook from my imagination, and I thought I'll create a painting with that. It's definitely going to be a big canvas to work on. Huge. Good, all right. No, it's not my biggest, but it's pretty big. You ready?
Yeah.
I really like this sketch. I think it'll make a really good painting.
It will.
I really like working from my imagination and sketching down landscapes that eventually I sometimes turn into paintings like this one. But to actually get going on the painting, the first layer, I just decided to map out with grey where everything would go. So a little bit of a different process than what I usually do, which is the background first. Instead, I sort of mapped everything out. So my mum recently turned 70 years old, which is a huge milestone. And she's an amazing woman, my mum. She's got the biggest heart for her family and loved ones, and we love getting together with mum. For her birthday, we decided to take her out to dinner, and yeah, we just had some drinks at her place, and we always love getting together with her, and this was no different.
Thinking and stopping and and then just stop and not move.
He's still going.
Oh, really? Maybe
Oh, wow.
More than half an hour.
Half an hour.
He come back and in.
Maybe hindi na maada.
Ja. Én is sokat öntök el. Én is döntök.
And Mum, how are you? Mum, how are you feeling on your 70th birthday?
Oh, that's fucking beautiful. 21.
You good?
Oh, we want a Sunday. So you go make it a large one.
What? I don't know. Yeah, sun-dried tomatoes, yeah. To you, happy birthday, dear Mum. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Yep.
No.
I totally know what you just said.
She goes, you drink that one. You know I don't like them sweet.
Yeah. I figured that
And you're like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're like, mm-hmm.
No, I figured that she said something about alcohol.
Yeah. I didn't get a lot of footage of the night just because we were enjoying celebrating together so much and getting together and actually having dinner out. But yeah, it was a lovely night celebrated together. And then next on the painting, I just decided to add a bit of colour and a little bit of an underpainting all over just to get going on the actual background. With the weather being so cold and miserable, I've been doing so much reading, so I headed to a few thrift stores to try and find some good finds, which I got quite lucky with actually. And yeah, just had a bit of a look around and yeah.
If not, I have some solace for you. You can hear less of me talking and some more music, because we are just slamming you for your King's Birthday public holiday, so get around it. What have I got for you coming up? Spice Girls, that's a pretty good...
3 more to add to the collection, but where to put them? We're just having to find new pockets for them now because it just goes on and on and on, and all those top ones I haven't read. And there's another layer behind them. So some of my finds was a Jonathan Kellerman book, which I didn't have, even though I've got most of his work. His older work is just fantastic, twists and turns, and I love his older work. So was super happy to find that. A Harlan Coben book I didn't have, which I've got most of his books as well, so I was super happy with. And Michael Robotham that I've been getting into, who is an Australian author, but he writes from England, and he's fantastic as well with his twists and turns. So I'm really enjoying getting into these. But then getting back into the painting, next I added more colour, more texture to the piece, more of underpainting really. Everything is withering in the garden, and the back garden really isn't inviting as of late, but I got out there just to move some plants around and to pot a succulent in my llama, which was struggling in the heat indoors. And yeah, just potted around inside, spraying my indoor plants. I miss them once a week, but I sprayed them with some feed for them, and yeah, just taking care of my little babies. Then next on the painting, it was time to start adding a little bit of detail to the tree trunks, the underpainting for the water, the stream bank, the rocks, the grass. Just, yeah, a little bit of detail went into layer 4. Thai red curry is one of our favourites. I make it with all sorts of different meats, but this particular night I decided to use some white flesh fish for it. I had some leftover paste from a soup that I made recently, and yeah, it's just a simple thing to throw together. It takes like 20-25 minutes to have it on the table with a super simple salad, and it's just really satisfying on a cold night. Super quick and easy dinner tonight. For 2 people, I've got 2 basa fillets here, and I'm going to go in with a small onion, some garlic, some chili, and I've got to get some ginger out. Fry off my aromatics, add some Thai red curry paste, just store-bought, half a jar. In goes for 2 people. Some coconut cream, some fish sauce, a bit of sugar, a bit of lime juice, in with the chopped fish. That'll only take about 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops. I've already got some water on for my rice as an accompaniment, so I'll throw that in a minute. And then while the fish is cooking and while the rice is cooking, I'll just throw together a quick green salad, nice pickled salad with some rice vinegar, some sesame oil, some fish sauce, a bit of sugar, and sprouts and cucumbers, and that'll be it. So I've just gone on with my rice. That's bubbling away for us, and into some hot sesame and regular oil, whatever I'm using, sunflower. I'm going in with the finely diced onion, ginger, garlic and chili, and we're going to fry that off for a couple minutes. That we want to go with our red curry paste. We want to fry it off for a little bit. That's nice and aromatic now, so we'll go in with a little bit of fish sauce, a little bit of sugar, some salt, and a little bit of pepper. And then in with our diced fish. And you just want to get the fish sealed, and then we'll go in with our coconut cream. Alright, that's looking really good, smelling really good, so we'll go in with our coconut cream. And then some lime juice. Alright, and we're going to let that come to the boil and then down to a simmer for about 10 minutes while we throw some salad together. And just let that bubble away on low. Got my dressing here, some garnish of some coriander, chili and lime, and I'll chop my cucumbers, throw it on some lettuce and add in some sprouts, and that'll be it. I've put a little bit of sesame oil in a ramekin, and I'm just going to serve it like that. And enjoy. So quick and easy to throw together, and sometimes I make my own paste, which takes a bit more time, but store-bought pastes are fine, especially if you're adding a bit of garlic and ginger and whatever into it. I find they're just so convenient to use. But then I finished up the painting. It still needed quite a bit of work, obviously, with the water, some more trunk detail, rock detail, the canopy of leaves up the top. And then this morning I just went in and added some bushes because it was looking a little bit too tidy. And yeah, added a little bit more light to the piece, and that was it for this one. So this being a repainted canvas will just go back up in the studio. Basically, I won't sell it or anything like that. I don't think it's that great to sell anyway. But next week I'm hoping to work on a winter landscape, because the exhibition that I have coming up in 3 months is themed seasons. So I need some more winter landscapes, and I need to take stock of some of the paintings and what I will be displaying at the exhibition. So that's coming up in the next sort of few weeks or so that whatever I do complete, which hasn't been painted yet for the exhibition, has time to dry. Obviously, being oils, it takes time to dry. But that's what I'm hoping to work on in the future. And as far as this week's footage, that's all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and come join me again next time. And in the meantime, have a great week, have a great weekend, and hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.